Welcome to Crit and Rally.
Choke. Everyone should have to choke something at the beginning of Crit and Rally.
Okay.
No, I meant one person per stream.
Oh. We're all just like, oh,
God.
Guys, welcome to Crit and Rally, the after show of the session. And I believe this is Evan's first time here.
Yep. Oh, yeah, man.
Everyone say hello. Guys, so let's try, just so we're not talking for the next 3 hours. Let's try to keep this to this session, the cliffhangers from last session, and maybe what we think the cliffhanger from this session could be leading to.
Oh, okay.
And also just any fun ideas that we have and want to talk about, any behind the screen things that you can ask me.
And also, if anyone would like to give us questions, we're open to questions about anything from characters, character development, how we built the characters. Just leave questions in the comments below, and we will try to answer them on the next Crit and Rally.
Yeah. I know Jack has something that he wants to say.
I do. I want to talk about this flower, dude. Everybody's shooting me down. Kasky's like, you're an idiot. I don't know what it means, but... So we got the flower tattoo, right?
Yeah.
He puts his hands in the evil snow. You know, the magical snow. And then the flower grows roots.
Yeah.
My first thought was like, okay, maybe he's onto something. And then you kind of countered with, or maybe you just did something worse. And so...
I said that as in like... explaining what Kasaki said, pretty much.
Yeah, it does make sense though. It's like maybe in doing that, he just made the pact a little bit tighter on him or something. You know, I'm just showing Mark is greater influence, but
Well, and that's the thing, and I am taking inspiration off this from not another D&D podcast. I don't know if in actual D&D lore, when you make a deal with someone from the Fae, it's like a super binding promise. That's something that they did in their second campaign, Eldermourne, that I really like that aspect of. And I was kind of toying with the idea of what if someone had a pact made with a Fae creature, and I can't tell you everything, but like did more with Fae magic. How would that pact react? And I was almost like, I feel as if the pact itself, if it's strong enough, if the emotion behind it is strong enough, it would have almost like a sentient, its own personality to tell you something's going on.
So kind of like the presence of Fae magic affects the contract. And it's kind of almost like the patron vibes, like a patron god type vibes, but it's like a different thing.
Yeah. Like the way I kind of built this was the same way that Eldermourne was made. Pacts with fays, fairies, people of the Feywild are very... Their trust in the promise is so strong that it will affect the promise itself, to put it that way.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. The burning is what worries me. When you said that it was searing pain in your arm, I was like,
And
I don't think that's that good, man.
You could be right.
I was like, man, I mean, I don't know how promises work, But usually good things happen when you do good things.
But see, that's the thing.
Yeah. When it's raw emotion.
What so Jack, what was the promise? See if you have this correct.
So, from what I recall in our conversations with the giant fairy.
Sunflower King? I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's call him Gerald.
Gerald.
That's a good name.
Sounds like a right name.
Gerald,
I
big
collection.
dude. What I gathered from him was, hey, we got kicked out of the Fae, or we went out of the Fae and we can't get back.
Yes.
Something is preventing or blocking the gateways to the Fae,
And
we want to go home.
He told you to do what?
He told me to, it was to my understanding, to relay back a way to get back.
To find information.
Yeah.
I thought it was to figure out why. Yeah.
Yeah, which is what led me to, like, that burning might be like, oh, I'm on to, I'm finding slowly that path.
Yeah.
But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that theory. It's a cool theory.
I want to be clear. I was not calling Jack / Miles an idiot when I said
You were
that.
calling him.
You were calling him an idiot.
Stupid. You were calling him stupid, and you know it.
Well,
You can't go back on it.
Well, the way I was viewing it as Kaseki is I'm viewing it as searing pain tattoo bad, but from a knowing metagaming, I know that he knows more about the Fae than I do.
No, and I think Jack, you saying it how you just said it, as in maybe like finding a path towards a solution, sounds a lot better than what you said earlier, where you were like, I think the roots are the map that are and I was like,
that wasn't supposed to be like a literal map. It was like
okay.
it's like hot or cold.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I like your kind of hypothesis of maybe the hotness, the pain is leading you somewhere. I like that.
Yeah.
And I wish I could just be like,
yes,
dude, look, right, but I can't.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah. It's exciting. Yeah,
It
but I
is.
mean, maybe we should talk about this crystal, Evan. We're talking about creepy stuff happening to us.
Evan just leaves.
Yeah, like I'm out of here.
Koski and I are trying to walk that straight and narrow. We said, no curse stuff.
I saw something shiny. I picked it up. What's the harm in that?
Hey, but you and Kasaki's role playing was
that
so
was
good.
so good.
That
was my favorite part of the
Yeah,
episode.
I'm with Jarrett. I think that was like just that little portion, not even you two talking, but everyone together around that campfire. Like
That's fun.
because I just got to sit back and watch, and it was so cool.
I think this session in particular, I really felt like playing a character more so than I have other sessions. I don't know what it was about today, but I just like felt it more.
Yeah.
And even though I kind of made a different backstory for Drugan, I kind of played him as like how I wanted to play him as a character, and I think that really showed today and in that role play.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I think it helped a lot today.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
I did.
It was so cool. It was so cool because, like I said during the session, I was thinking, I was like, okay, they're gonna take a long rest sometime. How are these two gonna talk about this? And then Kaseki
texted me. Carson texted me.
Kaseki was like, yeah, so we only need 4 hours of transing. And I was like, yes, it's gonna happen without me even doing anything.
That's so good.
Oh yeah, I had that planned out because the whole time I was like looking for a window, and then I was like, the sleep is the easy point. I knew you also
Only needed
only
4.
needed 4, so I was
Yeah.
like, this is pretty perfect.
Yeah.
So exciting.
It worked out quite
I
nicely.
literally texted him and was like, hey, you only need 4, right? And he goes, yes. And I was like, perfect. Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh my god.
I'm really glad that we got to see Jugen and Kaseki and their own little ISO scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the things I love best about D&D is whenever we forget it's a game and you just start discussing what you're doing. You know, that it makes it seem like we're just discussing how are we gonna fight these snowmen. You know, is like making a plan, like stuff like that. And I also feel that felt like Miles was getting a little extra attention in some of the other episodes. We just happened to get some Faye stuff, and so I was like, I'm not getting the juiciness of everybody else's story yet, and I felt like we got it today.
Oh my gosh, Kaseki, when you started talking about Clay Brick and like the town, I was in the bathroom and I was listening to my headphones and I was peeing and I was like, hurry up, I have to get back. This is so fun. This is so cool.
Yeah, that was nice, Carson.
I try my best.
It was a good thing.
I tried today to embody Kaseki a little bit more, like I did the first session.
Yeah, and I think this was a good session to almost like you guys just as characters, not maybe all together, but like somehow individually everyone kind of bonded. And it's like you guys growing as a group is so core to D&D because it's so hard to DM
when everyone's against each other.
Groups that are just like, I'm Ash Ketchum. I want to be the very best.
I'm catching them all.
Yeah, I don't care who I bury in my tracks. Like, when everyone is just kind of like working together, and there can be those moments of like deception and stuff that just add little sparks. But like, you guys just working together is so cool to watch.
Yeah, oh my god. I've played in so many campaigns where it's everyone against everyone. Everyone's fighting for the main character spot. And playing in a campaign where I get to sit down and it's just the entire thing is cooperative. It's a cooperative game. And I just get to sit here and be like, cool, no matter what happens at this table, it's going to be a fun experience because no one's like, even it's hard to construe arguing with characters with arguing in person, but like me and Levi in our last campaign did it well. We argued, but like we weren't mad at each other. Some people would like do things and I feel like would actually be mad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that was like,
and it's
weird.
So
it's
good
weird.
when you can not like playing as a character. You can not necessarily be part of the discussion that's going on, but still enjoy what is going on. Like, that's so big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh my gosh. This is such a good group to play with.
But seriously, let's talk about the crystal.
The crystal.
Oh, yeah.
The crystal.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, what was that? What was that?
There's
last
the rock
bit
no
at
more.
the end there again?
See, I'm trying to get this voice down. I keep like at the end of my sentences, I keep like kind of muffling myself, I think. So it's not really picking up. So what he said, it is a man's voice. You can tell this. What he said is, looks like he made a bad deal. I hope you don't make one yourself.
That's so interesting. Because does that mean I haven't made a deal yet, inadvertently? Because it feels like I have. Like me picking up that stone and like even after Kaseki told me, like he pretty much told me to ditch it.
The part that sucks about this on the after show is I want to be like, roll an insight check, and I can't.
We'll see. Let's see if you've made a deal.
Yeah, it feels like I have, but what his words, it doesn't sound like I have yet. It sounds like I still have an out.
Yeah, and I would say with like the wording, it would almost sound like I hope you don't make a bad deal.
Yeah.
It sounds interesting because it seems like, because what's interesting about you and this crystal is that you're playing this so well. Levi hasn't made you roll a single check to like actually keep the crystal. You're willingly keeping it. You're the only one who is construing, like, because Levi was like, Kaseki, roll a Constitution saving throw. He hasn't done that with you. You're willingly doing this to yourself. Not even when you first picked it up. Not even when it talked to you the first time. It's just been, I'm keeping it. I don't care if it talks to me.
I don't know if anyone saw me. I was losing my ass when Kaseki was like, "What do you do with it?" I keep it.
Yeah, that's right.
Dying.
That was so good. Oh my god.
It's his treasure. You know, he found it. It's like he made it out of the deep dark or the underdark, and like he's out here wandering around, and he found something shiny, and it's his now. So like, it's his.
And Jarrett, I would also say to you, like, I don't think there really is a check that I can make if someone thoughtfully looked for an item. There's nothing that I can do to be like, hey, make sure you want to keep this, because I
just mean like in terms of like taking him over, like there's no intelligence check. There's no nothing. I'm just like sitting here watching his demise. Willful demise. I'm just kidding. It might not be bad, but
that's the thing. If there
if
isn't a deal yet, then there is no check to get.
That's true. That's
pretty crazy.
It's just so funny watching. I'm just...
It's hanging over us.
Oh,
I think it's even better because only Kaseki knows.
yeah.
Like, it's Drugan and Kaseki, and Drugan is trying to like just shut up. He doesn't want to hear any of
it
it.
gives us a massive dynamic. It really is like us our own special little like
A reason to conspire.
Don't forget, Simon has a hint that something is going on.
That is true because he did see through me.
Simon has a hint.
Simon's pretty like chill though. Like I'm playing Simon as like kind of like he's not a yes man, but he's also just like these guys are. I mean, they're strangers, but they're not, and I'm not gonna make them tell me anything just because I'm sure we all have stuff we haven't said as our characters. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Simon's equally as just like you still got stuff that's your personal thing. I'm not gonna do that. So he's not worried. He just knows that you're being weird. You're being a little weirdo, which isn't out of the normal.
Yeah.
I love you guys' role playing, and it pisses me off every time because I have such cool things planned. And it's been planned since like session 2.
I will say
we're like almost there. We're so close.
I will say, after we edit this down and see how long the episode actually is, we could potentially go for longer. Like, that way we're getting more content done, but it's a shorter volume of actual meat of it, so it's not, it's like...
And we did start late today.
Yeah, we did. And I think, because my thing is, I don't think anyone wants to sit through one episode that's 5 hours long.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
So if let's say we have this 3-hour video, it cuts down to like 2:30, 2:15.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we could probably go to like 4 hours maybe next time we play and get more done and have that extra content, all that content right in there. But
Yeah.
who knows? I'm excited to edit it though. I'm really excited to edit it because I'm like, oh yes, I'm ready to see all that content just flow. It just flows all together with no stops. I can see my mic. Oh my, what?
Man, I can hear you already.
I know, it was just like, it just wasn't picking me up at all. I was like, okay, but See if putting it away helps. I don't know. Sorry, guys. They can hear me on this. I'm like screaming on this, but like.
Now we're hearing you perfect.
Does
well, that's
anyone
good.
does anyone have anything else that they're like they liked? Jack.
Oh,
What you got?
I got one. And this honestly is like kind of an inconsequential part of the whole episode, but one of my favorite parts was when Drugin was pressed about the crystal.
Yeah.
He just spoke into existence some gnome or deep gnome flavor. And he was like, yeah, like we take these home, we send them out, and we hide them, we guard them, but when people come over, we bring them out and flex on them. So I was like, dude, like Deep Gnome was just kind of like, underground, done. And
Yeah.
he just popped into existence like a little bit of society for me, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing. No offense to like Jarrett, who's playing a human. I know what a human does, right? Like, and yeah, I created this world, but I couldn't sit and tell you and be like, this is every Deep Gnome's personality right here. Like, no, they're gonna. If you guys say something that's flavorful and cool, I'm gonna add it. like I'm gonna add it. Yeah, it's really up to you guys. Like, even though you've already created your backstories throughout the campaign, like reaching up to you guys' individual like arcs, it can be up to you guys to like add stuff to it, and that it's gonna be hard for like races like humans, because everyone watching this knows a human's emotion. So like adding to that is gonna be more hard for you guys, where Deep Gnomes can be like, we're directly into material things. Like, if we see something shiny, we live in the Underdark. We live in complete black. If we see something shiny, it's ours. Like, we're taking it. And I love that.
Yeah. That's true. Oh yeah, that was really good flavor.
Thank you.
I just like that concept of saying flavor.
Yeah.
There's no better descriptor.
I am sad that Kasaki didn't roll pie on the ration chart. That was sad.
That was a little disappointing.
I was upset. Oh no, it was on the dessert. Was it on the dessert or on the meat chart?
I had
Well,
meat.
you
I rolled
had-
an 8 on the meat on the rations. I got a rabbit stew.
Oh wait, which one was it on? Was it on the dessert chart?
It was on.
Treats.
Oh well, I didn't roll it then. Now, wow, I feel like the dick.
I was gonna say, I rolled.
Hey.
I rolled high on mine.
You guys may have been on different charts, but you guys could have shared if you had rolled pie.
Oh,
you
I
know?
would have shared my
And
pie.
I
know
think
that
you
some
guys
people
did
are
share.
very
You
strong.
did share.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
Well, I would have especially shared if it was pie. I think I would have got murdered in my sleep had I not shared the pie.
There was, so this is what it was on the treat. It's called the treat table. Canned fruit, big cookies, what you rolled. Ginger candy, honey candy, pan-fried apples, spiced plums, strawberry tart pie, sweet bread, apple pie.
There were two pies?
There were 2 pies.
F in the chat.
And the last was number 10 was banana bread.
Ooh, I love me some banana bread.
Hey, I'll mess around with some banana bread. Whew.
Banana
What you
bread,
got for me?
zucchini bread?
What you got for me, Carson?
You know what kind of foreshadowing it could have been that my tip of the day, like at the very start of it, was apple pie is Kasaki's favorite food. If we had just gotten apple pie on the rations boy, like the full circleness that would have came from that.
One day we'll pull that pie.
Yeah, dude.
I can stay with the same rations chart if you guys want,
Yeah.
or I
It's
can,
nice
or I
chart.
can switch it up.
It's totally
Like-
you, man.
We could
Well,
get
I-
more options of pie.
I might like switch it up if you guys go and buy rations,
Oh, okay.
right? Like
Makes
then-
sense. That
then-
makes sense.
Then I might switch it up. In the middle of the frozen north, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, suddenly you got a cake.
Yeah.
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 It's a brick, but
Gotta put on some sandwich.
Kasuki, I do want to know. We're probably gonna whoa,
You're there.
whoa,
You're there. You got it. Take a breath.
whoa, whoa. We're probably gonna end the after show here soon. Kasuki, I do want to know. As soon as I said, roll me a Constitution saving throw, what were you thinking?
I was thinking the entire integrity of my character is at risk here. I'm
So this is
literally
it.
a cleric who is like super like straight and narrow, do as the church does, like never strayed from the path, never been outside of my hometown, stands this adventure. So if I suddenly give in to big shiny jewel, I've lost everything my life's been for.
And that's the thing. I had it like 14, a DC 14 for a Constitution saving throw at level 3 is pretty freaking high.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty high. And you rolled that 14, and I was like, thank goodness. Because I love it when, especially like right now at almost the infancy of the campaign, you guys barely succeed on those saves, and I can be like, hey, just for a second that tattoo burns, just for a second you really want to touch that crystal, just to like give you guys that kind of hint. You know, later on it's gonna be like, you want to kill someone. Like,
yeah. Gotcha.
Look,
Oh,
Miles
no.
is asleep. You want to stab him in the face.
Oh no.
No, I'm not gonna have you guys kill each other. That'd be super bad, super rude.
I don't know. I kind of like the bit where I choke Drugan and he's talk normal.
That is funny.
Yeah. A real like Homer Simpson moment.
Hey, seriously, let me go. Like, you did-
While he's getting choked, he has a beautiful singing voice.
That would be funny.
does anyone have anything else that they want to say about the session, the previous session, or the session coming?
I'm pretty upset we didn't out Annabeth for knowing about Pyrunes.
Whoa, calm down.
I'm just saying.
Calm down. That's my girl.
Well, Kasuki didn't. I guess I didn't know. Simon didn't know. I guess I wasn't upset then, but I would have been upset if I didn't go.
No, and that's one of the good things we had this session. We stayed very much like on kind of what the road that I had planned out. The one thing that I planned out didn't have planned out that I just blurted in the middle of the session was, yes, this is my wife. And I was like, I guess they're married. Now, they're married. Okay.
That's funny. I love that. We love the Peng-Man. So far,
Hey,
they seem pretty cool.
We love it. I'm excited for you guys to get into a little romance.
Wait, real quick. I have a bone to pick with Miles. Because Miles Miles literally was like, oh, what did you say? Because at first you were like, we should just go jump those White Walkers over there. Not White Walkers, whatever they're called. What are they called?
White coats.
We should just go jump those white coats over there. And then you were like, well, and as when you approach the Peng-Man, you're like, I don't know if we should trust the Peng-Man. And I'm like, you were ready to fight those guys like 5 seconds ago. You were ready to just go and jump them, not even talk to the Peng-Man before they even got to the woods. I was like, Simon sat there like this. like this is insanity. How did this even happen? I was like, where was this switch? You were so ready to jump them for this green rune that they got. You didn't even know what it was.
Did you jump the Peng-Man for it?
No, you were ready to jump the white coats. You were like, yeah, we should just go fight him. And I was like,
maybe sometimes we all do like a little bit of shiny stuff.
that's true.
That was also, by the way,
all of us.
that was when you two were fighting about, like, you know, jumping the white man or the white coats or the Peng-Man or not. That's when we kind of split up in pairs of two, because that's exactly the time that I was like, hold on, Jewel talking. We're gonna have like a conversation. You guys have a conversation at the same time. It almost kind of worked.
Yeah.
We're just there bickering.
I'm like, we're not jumping. We still talk to the penguins first.
Yeah.
And then for you just to be like, 10 seconds later, be like, yeah, maybe we should just find them. Maybe we should just be diplomatic with them. Or like, I can't remember the exact words you said, but I'm going to go back and rewatch this and I'm bringing it up next crit rally. I'm having the quotations of the exact words you said because you went back on yourself so quick and I was like, okay, Miles. Simon was just in awe, was awestruck looking at you. I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm just going to walk. But yeah, oh my gosh. I don't even know. What a great session.
Okay, guys.
Great session.
Next session, we will be getting to the nest.
Wait. I have a question.
Yeah.
So, on a percentage scale of what you had planned out today, where did we get to where you wanted?
15%. 20, 15, 20.
Perfect. I love it.
But I really do think it's good to have, to play along.
Yeah.
And have that, if they keep on this pace, I have 2-3 sessions until they catch up to where I'm planned. I don't have to plan for the next 2 sessions.
Yeah.
And then maybe that way we don't have to take that 1 week off every month.
Mm-hmm.
And we can keep going. You guys are going to, I'm going to say it right now. Next session will be the best session we have had. 5 sessions. And honestly, I think each one's got better.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It's not going to change next session. Next session is going to be so cool. You guys are going to be so happy. We're level 4. Woo! We're level freaking 4. We got those feats. We got those ability score increases, whatever you guys took. And we are sitting pretty. I'm going to try to Now, I'm not going to tell you.
Fair enough.
I think the plan is, because if you guys want to go through all these different terrains in this world, there's 17 different terrains, to try to keep it 4 or 5 sessions in each terrain. I think that's super good pacing, and that's also super good leveling.
Oh yeah.
Because you guys started at level 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Level up once per terrain.
Yeah.
You're sitting at,
looking
we're sitting at level 20. You're sitting at level 20. So yeah, I think this is gonna be such a good campaign, guys. I'm so excited.
Everyone's glitching out. It's going crazy.
Well then, in that case, let's log out. Let's
hit the
get out of
robot.
here. We're done.
It's not showing it on the recording. That's so funny because we all look stupid now. It looks really cool on my screen.
Guys, thank you for joining this campaign. Thank you to everyone who's watching. And with that, we will see you. Are we good for this next Monday?
Yep.
I think so.
Yep.
We will see you in exactly 1 week. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Bye.